So this week we had the Twitch hack that basically leaked everybody's earnings information onto the internet, onto 4chan, and it revealed some interesting data about Twitch, basically a project that they're working on secretly to try to compete with Steam, kind of their version of Steam, and of course, who made what and what percentage of those were men versus women. Now, the funny thing is, everybody's jumping on this like, oh no, these poor women aren't making any money on Twitch, and it couldn't be further from the truth. So let's just jump into this Kotaku article that came out. Only 3% of Twitch's top earning streamers are women, apparently. And according to the purported data from the just revealed Twitch hack, women in hot tubs aren't stealing all the views. I don't think anybody ever said they were stealing all the views, but we'll get into that in a minute. The Twitch leak from 4chan confirmed what a lot of people already know. Majority of the platform's most successful content creators are men. Now, I'm going to stop right here because it is not a secret that men dominate the viewing audience of both Twitch and YouTube, which consequently means that a lot of the content creators on both those platforms are also going to be predominantly male. At least male biologically. Again, I don't know how these top 100 creators identify, but biologically, 97 out of the top 100 on Twitch apparently are male. So Kotaku goes on to say only 3 of them are women and only 1 of them is a woman of color. What they don't tell you is the one woman of color is Pokimane, who, if you've ever seen a picture of this woman, she's not... Okay, so she might not be Euro-Caucasian, but she is definitely not... what we would say traditionally ethnic looking. So yeah, they dumped a lot of information and a lot of people had some shitty takes about it. So the number one earner on Twitch for the last 3 years is a collective, tabletop role-playing collective with, about 9.6 million in income, which is pretty impressive. Now they are splitting it between like 30 different people, so there is that to consider, but it's not just men, it's women as well. So you go down the list, starting with Valorant streamer Pokimane at 39th place. First off, I didn't even know Pokimane knew how to play a computer game. I thought most of what she did was sit around bitching and eating food and watching YouTube. But whatever, good for her, she can play a computer game or two. Cosplayer Amaranth, cosplayer. Another word for e-girl or e-thought at 48th, and music streamer Syntica at 71st. I don't go to Twitch for music, so I don't even know who that is. So then you get these big brain takes from champagne socialists like Nico Lol over on Twitter. You know, the OK Boomer girl that has her supposed $2 million penthouse apartment. From her Twitter account here, we've got all the Twitch leaks showed me is that we need to keep pushing for diversity. Diversity of what? Does she mean gender? Does she mean ethnicity? Like, it's just a piece of paper. It's just a list online. Unless you go through and actually take a look at each and every individual streamer, and maybe some people have. I don't know their ethnicity. I don't know what they identify as. I don't know if they're all, if they identify as male. Who knows? I mean, she might be misgendering people by, assuming that they're all men. But top comment here, top reply, really sums it up. How does the money from subs have anything to do with diversity? More people are subbing and watching those streams that happen to be primarily male. That's not Twitch's fault. That's a personal choice for the viewers on who they spend their money on. Just that's it in a nutshell right there. That's prime example of what we're talking about. It has nothing to do with their gender. It has to do with the fact that the top creators for most platforms that engage in video games or some sort of commentary are typically male. You can blame what other factors you want to on that, but it is just the way it typically has always been. It has nothing to do with anatomy, biology, whatever you want to call it, gender, fine. And then we get, courtesy of It's a Gundam, I didn't even know this was happening. About 8 hours ago, another day, another meaningless ban. At this point, it's just good PR. What he's referring to is Amaranth over here doing yet one more of her infamous ASMR streams here. Now, I've been on Twitch for over 2 years now. Her sub goal for this one stream dwarfs anything that I could ever hope to achieve on Twitch, okay? This is what we're talking about. Nobody's talking about competing with women who are streaming video games. So Twitch partner Amaranth has been banned. Yeah, she does this for attention. Apparently on the Twitch leak, the information dump, it was discussed that there was a ban list of streamers who could not be banned for basically any reason by Twitch. So just take that into consideration. They have those kind of lists. They have people that they will repeatedly ban or suspend, and they come right back into it. So yeah, over back on Kotaku's Twitter here, I pointed this out. I'm like, hey, Kotaku, did you know that 97% of the top 100 earners on OnlyFans are women? Oh my god, the horror. And this guy over here, he spelled it out pretty well. Twitch is sticking women on the front page every day. This is not discrimination. There's just more male streamers on the platform, ergo more male streamers end up at the top. It's a quantity thing, not quality. I would argue it's a little bit of both. Go to Twitch right now. This is my Twitch account. I'm on here. I've got some of the streamers that I follow. I've got some that I don't follow. So in the channels we think you'll like, there's a good mixture of both. A couple that I follow here, one's a man, one's a woman. Down here, there's another woman. Scroll a little further down, and you've got the only woman I see first and foremost is in the hot tub streams. #1 hot tub waifu. Okay. Explain to me, if women are struggling to fight the perception that this is all they have to offer, and women want to complain, or some women want to complain, that the top 97 out of 100 earners on Twitch are men, if this is what you have to offer on a gaming platform, why the hell would you be surprised by this? Now, I'm not saying this is all women or most women, but this right here, 1.2 thousand viewers for what? To watch some idiot splash around in a tub? Go to a real website with real hardcore porn if you want to see this kind of crap, right? This is pathetic. So my argument would be that it's not that us small streamers or even the larger streamers are fighting with women for views. You have people, 12, 13, 14-year-old kids that come to this site, even some young adult men who have absolutely, no willpower to fight looking at a girl in a bikini for more than 5 minutes. And they stumble upon these, and they'll probably end up subbing with their free Amazon Prime Twitch subs instead of giving it to somebody who's actually streaming a game. Now, that being said, that's their right to do it. Go for it. But that, I think, right there in a nutshell is the complaint that most men have about women stealing the views. It's not about women legitimately like Shvifty5. I don't even know this gal, but she's streaming a game. I think it looks like New World. People who are actually using the platform for playing games, like this gal over here. It's the fact that it's basically a softcore porn site where it just reroutes people to their OnlyFans. It takes them away from Twitch and sends them elsewhere. So that top 100 list might only have 3 women, but what about the top 500? What about the top 1,000? There's no telling how many women are on that list, right? And every one of them that does this kind of stuff here, I'm not saying all women, but the women who are doing the hot tub streams, they've all got their own OnlyFans accounts, okay? You want to compare numbers? The top Twitch earner was that collective, Critical Role, I think they're called, that made $9 million across like 3 years. Top female earner on OnlyFans, $29.6 million yearly. All top 10 all women on OnlyFans make more annually than anybody on Twitch. Most of these women, the lowest of the 10 here, makes more money than any man, than 2 men on Twitch annually. Okay, even in the top 10. These numbers dwarf anything Twitch has to offer. And yet somehow Kotaku and all these other idiots want to go out there shilling for these women and be like, oh, look at these women. These poor women aren't making enough money. No, the average woman and average man, both genders, on Twitch don't make nearly what the top 100 or top 1,000 make, because most people, it's oversaturated. Twitch has millions of people trying to become the next big streamer. That's what the desire is to get into that top 100. So you're going to vilify the people that made it, even though you have no idea how many women are in the top 1,000. Nobody talked about that. Expand the demographic. How many women are in the top 5,000? I'd settle for being in the top 10,000 on Twitch. Okay, I'm in the bottom 150,000. I'm in the bottom million probably. I'd settle for a seat somewhere in the top 10,000. But no, you've got these people complaining because there's only 3 women in the top 100. Give me a freaking break. All right, well, rant is over. Appreciate you guys listening. If you would, drop a like, subscribe if you feel like I've earned it, and I will catch you guys next time.